Number one, bitch, I been up. Number two, I had a great day yesterday, bitch. I'm having even.
Celebrity chaos and NFL drama just collided in a whirlwind of texts, breakups, and wildlife weddings. First up, Taylor Swift allegedly unleashed her savage side on Blake Lively, calling Justin Baldoni a B-word with a tiny violin, proving that even pop queens can throw shade with surgical precision.
Taylor texted Blake, "I think this bitch," meaning Baldoni, "knows something is coming."
And then there's Kayla Nicole, quietly dropping truth bombs while Travis Kelce and Taylor hit pause on wedding plans, leaving fans spiraling into speculation city. Next, the internet exploded as Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift break up, trended like a halftime TikTok. Meanwhile, Bieniemy's return could make or break Travis's NFL future.
Back in the building, man. He's one of my favorite coaches of all time. One of my favorite people of all time. I've had so many unbelievable, growing moments.
And to top it all off, Robert Irwin is still waiting for Taylor's RSVP to host the couple's zoo wedding, apex predators included.
Quite a few people get married there, and it's just like, everyone says it's like this life-changing experience. So Travis and Taylor, hit me up. I got you.
Apparently back in December 2024, Taylor Swift allegedly dropped a savage text to Blake Lively, calling Justin Baldoni a straight-up bitch and joking about his tiny violin. Yep, not holding back at all. This was just weeks before Blake's legal drama with Baldoni exploded into headlines, so the timing had everyone raising eyebrows. The texts show Taylor and Blake were basically dissecting Justin's every move like it was some kind of reality show, but lawyers are quick to point out that these messages don't prove they were plotting against the New York Times article that went live later that month. The chatter didn't stop there. Allegedly, Blake even tried to rope Taylor into giving a thumbs up on a revised script while Justin was supposedly around, and Taylor supposedly replied she'd do anything for her girl.
Taylor texted Blake, "I think this bitch," meaning Baldoni, "knows something is coming because he's gotten out his tiny violin."
Lawyers on both sides are now arguing over what that actually means, because of course legal drama is never that simple. Blake followed up with messages calling Taylor epically heroic and spilling all the details to her husband Ryan Reynolds, because why not keep the Dragon Army in the loop? And speaking of dragons, Blake allegedly referred to Taylor and Ryan as her protective squad, like some modern-day Game of Thrones crew, ready to fend off any nonsense that came their way.
Lively and Ryan Reynolds text Matt Damon and Lucy Damon, Matt's wife, and they ask them to support Lively's cut of the film.
Meanwhile, when Baldoni's team tried to drag Taylor into the courtroom spotlight in 2025, her rep made it crystal clear. Taylor never set foot on the movie set, didn't touch the script, didn't score the film. She was literally just licensing a song while touring the globe. Basically, she was way too busy headlining the biggest tour in history to deal with movie drama. Justin's lawyer keeps claiming all he wants is the truth to come out in court, and he's just patiently waiting for his day to set the record straight. But let's be real, the texts, the dragons, the tiny violins, it's like a full-blown celebrity soap opera, and we're all just here for the popcorn. And speaking of navigating high-stakes drama, Kayla Nicole is quietly dropping her own truth bombs while Travis Kelce's whirlwind with Taylor hits a pause button, because not every football field comes with a halftime pep talk for the heart. Kayla hopped on Instagram, giving fans a peek into her solo vibes, questioning if all this solitude is helping her glow up or just slowly eating her soul like a slow-roasted emotional casserole. It wasn't some PR stunt or a look-at-me flex. It was raw, brief, and somehow hit harder than a Kelce touchdown in overtime. The timing couldn't be weirder, with Travis standing at a crossroads in his NFL life and the Swift wedding plans cooling off, giving Kayla's words this uncanny sense of déjà vu. For context, Kayla and Travis had that classic on-again, off-again saga from 2017 to 2022, keeping it mostly under wraps even as he morphed into one of the NFL's most headline-hogging players. The breakup boiled down to big differences in independence, lifestyle, and career goals. Basically, she wanted space to shine, and his spotlight was getting blinding. Since then, she's been all about reclaiming her narrative, juggling the constant paparazzi-adjacent energy while reminding herself that peace is better than public perception. Yet even with this mindset, her recent post shows that some of that emotional baggage is still doing laps around her head. Meanwhile, Travis is living it up in global pop culture limelight with Taylor, turning every NFL highlight reel into a potential tabloid headline. Their engagement last August only cranked the intensity to 11, blending sports stats with Swiftie-level obsession. But now, after a rough season with the Chiefs, Kelce's reportedly staring down retirement like a defensive lineman at the goal line.
If my body can heal up and rest up, and I can feel confident that I can go out there and give it another 18, 20, 21 week run. Talked to a few people in the facility already, having the exit meetings and everything, and they know where I stand, at least right now. And there's a lot of love for the game that's still there, and I don't think I'll ever lose that. It's a tough thing to navigate.
Word is Taylor's hitting the pause button on wedding prep, letting him breathe rather than adding pressure. Classic supportive partner move. And speaking of giving space and pausing plans, the internet is now losing its collective mind over the latest Travis Taylor drama, because apparently Breakup is trending harder than a halftime TikTok dance. Fans are swarming every timeline, speculating about the couple like amateur NFL relationship analysts, even though insiders insist it's more about paused wedding plans than any actual split. The buzz started after reports said Travis is staring down retirement following a rough Chiefs season, which, according to sources, has temporarily pushed wedding talk to the bench. Cue the rumor mill going full throttle. The chatter online is all about this first real test of their relationship. Basically, Kelce trying to figure out if he's still suiting up for football or hanging up his cleats for good. And while fans are panicking like someone just fumbled the Super Bowl, insiders are stressing that Taylor is fully in support mode. She's supposedly doing the partner of the year thing, keeping things chill, spending time with him, and deliberately not flooding him with wedding plans because apparently she knows better than to turn his head into a chaotic playbook. It's more like a strategic timeout than a full-blown meltdown, which makes sense given both their careers have been nothing short of high-speed roller coasters. Despite the frenzy, there's zero confirmation that the couple is actually breaking up, yet every fan with Wi-Fi is acting like they've got the inside scoop. Social media feeds are blowing up with theories, memes, and dramatic takes, but the couple themselves have stayed mum, letting speculation do the heavy lifting. Observers note that this is less about romance hitting the rocks and more about life throwing a curveball at a pro athlete, with the superstar fiancé choosing to play coach rather than critic. And just when the Kelce Swift speculation was reaching full-blown trending chaos, Kansas City is quietly stirring the pot with a potential game-changer of its own. Eric Bieniemy, the guy who basically helped turn Travis into the tight end powerhouse we've all obsessed over, is reportedly back in town. After 3 years bouncing around coaching gigs, from Washington to UCLA to the Bears, he's apparently set to reunite with the Chiefs, and insiders are saying this could be the nudge Travis needs to finally decide if he's suiting up for another season or hanging up the cleats. Everyone knows Kelce's loyalty runs deep. He practically worshipped Bieniemy back in the glory days, raving about how the coach kept the offense firing, halftime adjustments on point, and the locker room energized like a pep rally on steroids.
And I ask everybody, come on in, see who's standing up in front of our offense, getting us ready for situational football. Who's in front of us week in, week out at halftime trying to make adjustments. Who is the guy that's rallying this group and has the emotion as a player and as a coach to keep us firing as an offensive unit. And that's Eric Bieniemy. And I've been a big fan of him my entire career. He's done unbelievable things.
For Kelce, it's more than just nostalgia. It's about structure, trust, and that secret sauce that made the Chiefs' offense click like clockwork. Patrick Mahomes might be the face everyone sees, but insiders insist Travis and Bieniemy were the behind-the-scenes dream team that turned plays into highlight reels. The potential reunion comes at a juicy moment, too. Matt Nagy's exit leaves a coaching gap, and the Chiefs are clearly looking to restore the magic formula that delivered Super Bowl rings and MVPs between 2018 and 2022. Bieniemy knows the locker room, the playbook, and most importantly, how to get Travis mentally and physically revved for the grind of an NFL season. Fans are already theorizing that this move could sway Travis one way or another, retire now or chase one more championship run under a coach he trusts. And let's be real, the man loves consistency. He thrives when he knows the guy calling the plays genuinely has his back. Travis's respect for Bieniemy isn't just lip service. He's repeatedly credited the coach for leveling up his skills and mindset, so having him back could be the lifeline he needs amid career uncertainty. And just as Kelce fans were collectively hyperventilating, over whether he'd retire or chase another Super Bowl, Robert Irwin decided to toss his own curveball, because nothing says wedding planning like apex predators and giraffes watching you tie the knot. The 22-year-old wildlife warrior apparently slid into the fantasy of hosting Travis and Taylor's nuptials at Australia Zoo, opening the gates wide like it was the VIP section at Coachella. When asked if Taylor had RSVP'd yet, Robert laughed and went full suspense mode. Not yet. Not yet being the operative word. We'll see. Translation: America, hold your horses. Literally.
Quite a few people get married there, and it's just like, everyone says it's like this life-changing experience. So Travis and Taylor, hit me up. I got you.
He didn't hold back on selling the vibe either. Weddings at the zoo, he says, are peak romance, because what screams everlasting love more than rhinos photobombing your first kiss and crocodiles chilling nearby like uninvited guests with sharp teeth?
Really, in my opinion, just absolutely make that wedding is if it was an Australian wedding. One of the things that we do that is the most popular is weddings at Australia Zoo.
He painted the picture of an epic setting overlooking the African savanna, where giraffes and rhinos just frolic while you exchange vows, and honestly, it sounds like a safari meets rom-com hybrid we didn't know we needed. Robert even threw a direct lifeline to the couple, basically shouting, "Travis and Taylor, hit me up, I got you."
And overlooking like the African savanna, where like rhinos and giraffes are just like frolicking out in the open, like in the wild. And you get married over that, and it's stunning. And
of course, timing is everything. The wedding is slated for Saturday, June 13th, 2026, which in classic Swift numerology style is her favorite number 13 making a cameo, because Taylor wouldn't have it any other way. Travis, ever the math nerd of the NFL, apparently did some quick mental gymnastics, pointing out that 13 and his jersey number 87 make a perfect 100. Allegedly, that was part of the cosmic reasoning for why these two ended up together, and honestly, it's peak Swift Kelce energy. So while everyone online is still theorizing if Kelce will hang up his cleats or suit up for one last season, now there's the tantalizing side quest of whether his wedding will have kangaroos in the background, Crocs in the pool, and Robert Irwin giving this ceremonial I do pep talk. If this goes through, it won't be just a wedding, it'll be a wildlife meets Hollywood spectacle, and the internet will explode harder than a Chiefs touchdown in overtime. Basically, grab your popcorn, because between Kelce's career crossroads and a potential zoo wedding, the offseason just turned into a full-blown safari romance reality show. That's all for this video, folks. We'll see you next time.